Hands off rally protest here in Pasadena.
Yeah, she's 93 years old and she still has to protest.
She's 93 years old and still likes to protest. Quote unquote. One young lady that I passed by, she was saying that this goes all the way down. We're headed east. Across the street. Oh, this thing really did blow up a lot bigger than I thought. Hands off! Reckless, cowardly, greedy. I don't think the NASA astronauts are like agreeing with a lot of you folks, but that's okay. Love one another. Burn a Tesla. Love one another though. Keep love in thy heart when you're burning the vehicle. Oy vey. I always like rallies and protests because you get to hear the noisemakers. I think of this as just like one big parade to me. Scooby-Doo has got to go. Hey, hey. And yet I can move through the spider web. Oh, it's kind of thinning out over here. It is over there. Ahua! Oh Lord.
So you want to go across? I can walk over there and walk towards it.
I can't understand the first part. The little kids are yelling something Donald Trump. We went from like the 80s hands across America to hands off. What the fuck kind of bizarre world? And only in this country, man, I swear. Oh God. When I was a kid, we were forming a human chain as best as possible from coast to coast across many continents and many countries. and it was called Hands Across America. I remember because when I was in Florida, when my mom passed away, I was working for the St. Pete Times, and I think I had to work that day, but they were having it over the newly opened Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and the chain was going across that new bridge. It was Hands Across America, and everybody was gonna participate. It was really cool. So I got to see it on the news and stuff like that. We went from like really being unified and proud of this country, even through the harshest times of the 70s, and everything else, and in the 80s, and it didn't matter what side you were on. It was really pretty much country first. Still, at least I got to grow up in this country. My kids aren't really gonna have that. Hopefully things will change, but I don't know. But at least I got to see the fall of the Iron Curtain. I remember maps and globes. It was USSR, hammer and sickle, and all that collapse. That was a glorious time. That was a damn glorious time. And now we are more divided. There's like a certain part of the country that's pretty doggone well informed, and then there's the other part that I've never known a time in my life, any other time in my life when I was younger, where this country is so ill and voluntarily uninformed. And voluntarily uninformed, I mean the lazy ones, the ones that see. Someone that you got their start in the printing industry and in printing newspapers and stuff like that. This is one of the things that greatly affected our intelligence factors for wanting to read just by curiosity, even some sort of piece of news or truth. And I was in print in the newspapers. Once we got the internet and everything, and people were, starting to create electronic subscriptions and all this, and goodbye the letterpress forever, so to speak. Yeah, no, people don't want to know now. Now they don't want. Now they're choosing really because it's so easy just to disconnect. We used to starve to get our newspapers in the morning, or anxiously after work. We don't read anymore, we don't learn anymore, so we're stupid. Not everyone, a great deal of the country, obviously. And we can see this. And the ones that are choosing to be just assholes and dipshits and being mean and stuff like that, like, I'll give you credit, some of you trolls. Not all of you. Some of you, the majority for the last few. Those are just so stupid. Oh, he's incapable, he's in it. Well then fine, you're picking on someone who is not capable. So you're bullying a handicapped person or an unable person. Well, that's nice. How do you, God, I swear. Maybe you should look in the mirror to see who's incapable. Being the asshole that I can sometimes be, granted. With so many people now here in town, at least easily, a couple of thousand. So, even let's just say, let's cap it off to 3,000 people here in Pasadena currently. I think Pasadena's got like 300 and something odd homeless people at count. I think they're going to be doing another count here in the near future, or they did one, I'm not sure, but nonetheless, so let's just say 3,000. If each person, or at least every other, were to chip in, they can solve Pasadena's homeless problem. Aside, it's really, here's the problem solvers right here. Each and every one. But all these people, I mean, I wonder what's becoming of this building. This was the Cordon Bleu, one of the main offices. It's long gone.
And people.
This place is nice. I wonder how much of it inside, I mean, that is to say in the rooms, how much of it is very IKEA-ish. Ooh, they got both walls open. Yeehaw. That is nice. Nice. Look, is he out there? Yeah. It's nice. They did a good job there. A lot better than I thought.